I'm fucking tired, man.
Dude, you look tired.
I do look tired. I've been
You
up
look
since
strong.
6 a.m. this morning.
Tired.
Got up at 6, started listening to the radio. Literally, had to push myself to wait until I mowed the lawn. I waited till 10 just to not be that annoying neighbor, but also to catch as much cool as I could.
Man, you are getting into 40, aren't you?
And then I started working on shit in the garage again, and I'm going to tell you right now, for this fucking staycation, it's not been much of a fucking staycation so far.
Yep, he's getting into 40.
You haven't been going to the beach?
I've been working in the afternoon, or the mornings and the afternoons, the late mornings and the afternoons, and then I've been, doing the drinking or going to a bar or hanging out a little bit, but still thinking about everything in the evenings, and just the mind working overhaul. So if this show is a little loosey-goosey, that's the reason why,
guys. I kind of figured you'd...
This is They Call Us the Breeze,
I kind of figured you'd be
episode 112. Let's go!
I figured you'd be at Clearwater Beach, underneath an umbrella.
Dope as fuck.
Hey guys, welcome to another edition of They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Wow. Episode 112. This one for September the 14th. Moving right along throughout the year. We're going to be
moving right along.
Talking about Christmas shit here soon, or Halloween shit soon at least, But yeah, this one for September the 14th. And we're just out here having a great time. Guys, make sure you go out to YouTube, subscribe to our channel, Tiger Cage Media, and make sure you ring that little bell so you get the notifications whenever we come on live and whenever we post new drunken cover videos and stuff like that. But then again, if you can't catch those videos, make sure you listen to the podcast every Monday, wherever you get your podcast drip. And and then again, if you forget everything I just said, just go to tigercagemedia.com. All the links are up there. Again, you can still buy your Tiger Cage Media merch. Funny thing about the merch, actually, I swear to God, the last podcast I wore the Breeze shirt, Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. The podcast before that, I wore the Tiger Cage Media, or the Honeymooner shirt. Every time I wear the shirt,
you're a whore
on a show day, and I go into Wawa, somebody always has something, and they're like, "Oh, that's a really cool shirt. Oh, that's a really cool shirt. Oh, that's a really cool," and they don't know what the fuck it means. But the fact is, listener land, is that the shirts look good. People just like the shirts. So today, I'm wearing the, if you're not out there watching and you're only listening, I'm wearing the blue shirt that has the They Call Us the Breeze logo, the one you find when you open the podcast with all three of our faces, and it's got a little Tiger Cage Media cat down there too, just for branding purposes.
It was popular at the restaurant the other day.
But I'm wearing that, and I go into Wawa, and it's one of those. This is the only Wawa that does it. The one up here on 58th and 9th, they lock the fucking beer cage. And there's a button they have to push to unlock it, kind of like a bank or a fucking jewelry store. And they always do that on the one on 58th and 9th. And I wonder why. Like, what has gone wrong here?
Oh, they do?
Oh, absolutely. None of the other ones that I ever go to do that. But I guess they're all probably equipped with that technology. They just don't want to be hassled every time someone needs to go into the fucking beer cage.
Because I go there, every now and then.
Yeah, you got to pull on that door. It's usually locked. So I go walk up to the counter, and sometimes there's only one person behind the counter, and you don't want to be a dick and walk up and pass the line and be like, "Hey, can you get the beer cooler for me?" But you kind of do. So there's been times where there might be three people in line, and I'll just kind of patiently wait there and be like, "Can you please open the beer cooler?"
What are you doing? Are you looking at little tchotchkes?
And I don't even buy anything. And
then
I walk away.
Cigarettes, basically.
So this older lady, she was probably about 70, little older lady. I walk up to her and I was like, "Hi, can you please open the beer cooler?" And I hear her muttering this is a true story. I hear her muttering under her breath, "They call us the Breeze." No. That's a great shirt. That is phenomenal. She used the word phenomenal.
Oh, wow.
She goes, "That's a great t-shirt. That's phenomenal." And I'm like, how could you possibly be saying that? You're 70 years old. You don't even know what this shirt means, but it looks good.
Because she's good customer service.
Well, They Call Us the Breeze. That is a phenomenal t-shirt. That's phenomenal. I go, "Thank you." And she goes, "All right, it's open, honey." And she hits a little bell and I run in there.
I know that lady.
Now I'm checking out and there's a girl maybe a little younger than I am behind the counter, and I'm three people back. I get in, put my wares down. She's scanning them, and I can see she's looking at my shirt, and then as I'm doing the debit card and punching in my PIN, she goes, wait, that's you.
Yeah.
And I go, yeah. And she goes, that's really cool. And I was like, thanks. And she's like, that's a great shirt. And I was like, thanks. So again, man, I mean, you just got to get your hands on some
Hey,
of this.
that's
Okay,
you.
I'm gonna throw something.
And
out
again,
here.
this is when we need stickers that have the QR code for tigercagemedia.com that I can just hand people when
Down,
they go.
Karen.
Because they always compliment my shirt every time I go into the Wawa.
Now,
And they don't know what the fuck it means.
I have a great idea. Okay, we have
All right, let's hear it.
Ralph Lauren when they do their fall line. They go to Milan. You know, Gucci. They go to Italy. I think when we do our fall line, we should do it at a Wawa and just have people line up. Fashion.
We could have the kids on the corner like when
Ladies
they're
and
doing the car
gentlemen,
wash.
they're walking out of the beer cooler.
Big ass
That's
fashion
how they
show.
walk out.
Big ass
Just
fashion show. I'm
holding
down
the
for that.
They're holding a clipboard. They're like, it's freezing in here.
Well, the
All
newest,
right,
the
next-
newest Wawa that I know of is the one on 66th and 54th.
Or we'd sign up with Buc-ee's because Buc-ee's out of Texas is expanding.
I like
They don't have
Buc-ee's.
many
I
of
like
them.
Here
Buc-ee's.
yet, though, buddy.
I like Buc-ee's. Well, they will be.
There's two in Florida.
So what we do is we sign up a partnership with Buc-ee's. So you know how that Buc-ee's, the little what is it, a beaver? He's wearing a T-shirt, like a red T-shirt. We put him in a blue. They call us the Breeze T-shirt, or at least the Bravo Romeo.
And we have a big Buc-ee's mascot uniform made.
wearing the fucking Breeze.
They're like,
shirt.
we're going to give you 1 week of gas free. We're like, we'll take it.
Can we get some Bush?
Where do we have to drive? They're like, Lakeland. And we're like, all right, we'll take it.
Wouldn't that be the
Shit,
best?
we
That'd be
just
the
lost
best
money.
sponsorship. Like fuck a Shure microphone
If
sponsorship.
we're going to go that far, let's
fuck
go
a
Flying
Mac.
J's, motherfucker. Let's go Flying J's. I'll take Flying
Fuck
J's.
even a Mac sponsorship.
No,
I just want
Buc-ee's.
like a Wawa or Buc-ee's sponsorship, so we get unlimited pulled pork sandwiches, unlimited beer, unlimited cigarettes,
I'll take all you
And for
supermarkets
that,
and the
Red
you
Bulls.
are only allowed to carry our T-shirts
and the
in
Red
your
Bulls
store.
and the Red Bulls, and then we'll have a little kiosk where they have the phone plugs and everything. There'll be a little kiosk with the Breeze merchandise right
Well,
there.
I'm going to go a little bit more on the interstate. I'm going to go with the Flying J's.
And
That'll
it'll be
my.
like you can
I'll
only
work
get
on
this
that.
merchandise
yeah.
at a Buc-ee's off
Exclusive.
the highway,
Exclusive.
exclusively at a Buc-ee's off the highway.
Or a Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, so like I said, man, I am on vacation right now. I'm on day 3 of my week off, and it hasn't felt a whole lot like a vacation. But I've been doing, I've been taking it easy in the evening. Shit, I've drank probably 60 beers in the last 3 days.
I was
not gonna
I was
lie.
very scared to ask that count, but I kind of want to know that count.
And mind you, I worked Monday, so I didn't get home till like 8 o'clock. So I was only able
How
to
many
drink
did you send that night?
only like 9, maybe
9?
10, maybe 10.
Okay.
And then I woke up
And then you sent it at 10:30.
and then Dad came over at 10, 15.
So
and,
Dad kind of saves you throughout the day, or else you would be at like probably an 80 count.
Well, we actually do pretty good when we're working on stuff because, like I said, we've been working on constructing the the garage into a bar, converting that. So we do quite a bit where we kind of tame ourselves until we kind of get what we really want to get done, and then once we kind of get
What
that,
are you, a Seminole?
Everybody's doing that, and it ain't just them anymore.
Oh, I know. But yeah, we get kind of done what we want to get done, and then I'll be like, all right, I'm going for one, and then that's when it starts to get to like, we'll stand there and talk and like hypothesize about shit,
With another one.
and then we get another one, and then we
DJ Khaled's in the room.
and then we get back to whatever the fuck we're doing. So that's kind of been the mode, and I thought we would get all of the ceiling, all the wood up on the ceiling on Tuesday. It turns out we had to stretch that into Wednesday a little bit. But you know what? It like you said yesterday, I'm like, man, this ain't much of a fucking vacation. And you're like, well, when you have the time off, you have extra time to work on it. And I'm like, yeah, and I want it so fucking bad. So it's got to be done by October 10th.
I mean,
Puck
if you
drop.
think about it, like
Puck
when
drop.
I took a
Ooh, that's
a
what, 5
vacation,
weeks?
I built that shed in the backyard, that big shed,
Yeah.
and the wooden one. Mm-hmm. I did that on my whole week's vacation of like Thanksgiving week. So it's like, okay, I got all these days. I'll go to Home Depot
And I mean,
buy all the.
Hey Ray, guess what?
And the point of a vacation almost is just to get away from your job, your regular job for a little while, reset, clear your mind a little bit so you're not
I'm
so.
listening to radio and I'm nailing boards
And I'm drinking
together.
beer. I'm drinking
We've
beer.
talked
drinking
about
beer.
it, and I watched it 2 days ago, The Burbs.
And most of it,
And
I kind
at
of
the
did.
end of the day,
I
like-
think I did most of it myself.
I think Tom Hanks he says it brilliantly to Carrie Fisher. He's like, yeah, I'm going to get the most rest here. Just, hanging out, watching everything. I'm going to go ahead and try to fix that. I'm going to have a couple hundred beers, and I'm just going to hang out.
So Tuesday he come over, and we work from 10 to, I would say, probably 3, maybe 4. Then we just sit down, and we have a few beers, and then he leaves. Comes over again Wednesday. We do the same fucking thing. Maybe cut it an hour earlier on Wednesday.
Sure.
But do the same thing, and then sit there, have a couple beers.
And Tuesday we had to go to Home Depot.
It's true. We also had to break. Literally, we didn't plan on going to Home Depot, but after about 2 hours, we were like, we need to go to Home Depot. We need to get this thing, and a 2x2. And so we're like, all right, fuck, we better go do that. So that broke up. That takes about an hour total, round trip. So, and then today I woke up, 9. I cut the fucking lawn for the first time in goddamn 3 weeks. Mower crapped out a couple times because that grass was a little dewy still, and it just started building up in that blade well, and so I was like, shit, I shouldn't have waited this long, and I won't wait that long again. But it's mowed.
Do you feel like Forrest Gump when you?
And then I worked on wood and other shit until 1 p.m. No, when I
I think about lawnmower, man. I
dress however the fuck I want to dress when I mow the lawn. Okay, because it's goddamn 97 degrees outside, even at 10 a.m.
And you live amongst,
and I'm sweating out beer.
People that
60 beers from the last 3 days at the same time. Like yesterday, Dad and I had that pink tank top on, and it was just saturated. And he's like, "Yep, you're just sweating all the beer we drank out yesterday, man." But today,
a lot the day before.
He's like,
yeah,
you should have a
but
water.
Today,
no, I'm okay.
I'm fucking out there. It's 10 a.m., man, and I got sweat dripping in my eyes, man. It's too much. But it needed to be done, and so we got that done. And then I worked on some wood pieces in some corners to get ready for drywall tomorrow. Worked till about 1 o'clock. It was like, all right, or 12:30. Get in the fucking shower. Be over at the Tiger Cage by 1:30. And I still have some shit I need to do when I go home tonight. And we're
So we'll just get 6 sheets tomorrow, and you'll see how it goes.
I'd say let's just get 8 while we're hauling it, because we're probably going to need more than 8 the next trip. You know what I mean?
If you're saying 6, he's saying, I say 12.
I say get 8
Fuck
because
it up
we're going to have
a little
that
bit,
bar
right?
railing too.
It'll be good.
Yeah, so obviously we've been working on construction and shit. We're getting a little bit more into that. Every time we hang out and we do construction, Dad will when he's trying to illustrate something to me or how something's going to get done, or he's just trying to give me the life lesson of, well, you need to make other friends that work on stuff like this, not just the friends that you have that don't.
Sure.
He's like, because that's how I learned everything. Like, we didn't have YouTube back then, and now I do have YouTube, so it doesn't matter that much. But he's like, you got to have friends that they can come over and help you.
Absolutely,
and be an extra hand.
And I don't know everything.
And then you repay them.
You might have friends that
know tricks, tips and
different
tricks. Yeah.
Plumbing, great plumbing ideas, and great electric ideas.
Right.
That their dads are electricians or something like that.
Or they picked up somewhere along the way.
Or somebody that they know is. I mean, my knowledge is limited.
How about?
But your creativity is unmatched.
You know what?
Friend.
I should just send some over from Raz, man.
So we're going to talk. Hopefully, Dad
That's
might.
What I told him. I said,
and he's
Robbie,
been telling me some little stories here and there, like, oh, I remember like one time, like Jimmy King was like, well, no, let's do it this way, and he's like, and then one time, and he's been telling me, examples of that, but alongside of that, he's been telling me some funny stories. So I'm just going to pick his brain a little bit next
we ain't
segment.
going into that one.
No, and not into that one, but we'll talk about some blunders you might have had or some big mistakes you might have made with our uncles, back in the day when you guys were drinking beer and fucking trying to do construction and listening to the radio and shit. Dad's going to come and tell us. I asked him, I said, would it be okay if I just picked your brain for a segment and you just kind of told me and Ryan some of the, because I've heard some of them, but I'm sure I haven't heard all of them. So we're going to get into that tonight. We do have headlines, real or fake tonight. It is National Sober Day. So we're gonna talk about how sober we are.
We missed on that one.
And then Dad has a new idea for his debut on Drunken Cover, and Ryan has no idea what that is.
Oh,
so we're gonna talk
I got
about
the
that.
Song. You know it.
Well, we'll get there. And then, but before we go, real quick, how was that trip up to Tampa, big guy? Get that $600 scratch off winner.
I know, it was like a 5-hour
Sunday.
It
Ryan
was a
and
5-hour day.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure Sunday Ryan and I come over for the football game, the season opener for the Bucks, and Dad goes, had to drive over to Tampa. Yeah, he's big dick swinging.
$2.5 million.
Big dick swing. He's like,
why hasn't that hit my account yet?
He fucking goes, had to drive over to Tampa. Yep, scratch off was too big to catch, and he's fucking sitting there trying to bait us, and we're like, just fucking tell us, dude. He was like, well, I had to go over there, and I was like, just tell us the fucking amount. How much do we win? Is our family rich now? And it was for $600 though. That's worth going.
Well, I thought it was $200.
Yeah, and then they had the 3 times symbol. You gotta watch out for that 3 times symbol,
the
man.
Star. She just forgot.
So
about
you
it.
had to drive your ass over to Tampa. If you win anything over, $5.99, essentially, you have to.
They'll pay out
claim it.
$500, and they want, and the lottery wants.
They make you fill a form out for tax reasons. Anything over $5.99. If you hit that 600 mark or more.
Well, Publix told me they'd pay $500 out per win.
Oh, I've gotten a 500 cashed. No problem.
What part of Tampa did you have to go to?
So the way I went, it's on 301 north of at East Adamo Drive,
All right,
which is Route 60.
Give me land.
So if you go
landmarks.
if you go 301 north, Brandon Ford.
Oh yes.
So if you go 301
like you're going up
north,
to like UF land, right?
Yeah. So no, you're not going to Gainesville. But so if you take the Crosstown Expressway,
Oh, so you're close to the Hard Rock.
Brand.
How close are they from the Hard Rock?
Riveting stuff, guys. Talking about how to get to where you're going.
I thought about that. I could take
How
the
close?
$600.
How close is the
but they
lottery
give you-
to the
they-
Hard Rock?
They give you a check, but I guess you can
All right.
cash
You can
it
cash
somewhere.
that. The
Let's
Hard Rock?
pivot. Let's pivot real quick. Okay, Dad, you have $600 cash,
I'm going to the Hard Rock.
No,
and you're going to the Hard Rock. What's the one move you try to do to double that shit?
First off, how much out of the
Go on
600
that
are you going to
President
waste?
slot game where
You love the damn presidents, the dollar bill ones where they have
Yeah.
the $10 bills and the $20
Well, that's where I
bills.
always triple my money.
Yeah.
Teresa's like,
So you're not going to
I
go put
only
it
got
all.
I only got $30 left on this, or $14
Put
left
it
on
in.
this ticket.
Put it in.
Can you build it up for me? Here, $298. Here
Yep.
you go.
Boom. Yeah. Dad loves that one. I've actually played alongside of him on my birthday 2 years ago. We went to Hard Rock. Me, Dad, and Mom. Just the three of us. And that was the one they were like, "Where's the fucking president? Where's the president money one? Where's that one?"
I like the Willy Wonka.
Of course they have the Willy Wonka is always a good
Yeah.
time.
Any of them where you
See,
do
I would have
your
thought maybe just
fans-
go in and put it all on black.
Why
Just a
not?
quick
Double up.
No, I don't
Walk
play.
right
I
out.
don't play board games.
Put it all on black and
No.
walk right back out.
Ooh, what about the Ouija stand? You should probably put.
I don't play no board
$600
games.
on that.
I don't play any board games. I don't play and I actually
Table games,
got
you mean? Table games.
table games.
Yeah.
And actually they got
He owns a casino. He don't play.
actually they got video roulette because Vinton when we were over there
That's
that
the
one
only-
video
time,
roulette,
that's
yeah.
all they have.
They
Vinton
still
was
have the
playing-
bubble.
Is it?
They still
I
have
don't
the
think
bubble.
they have the actual.
No, they have the actual
do.
bubble, and they shoot a camera
Well,
down.
yeah,
but
but there's not
everything's
a dealer.
digital on your pad, and there's
Yeah.
a screen.
Yeah.
There's
Yep,
not
yep.
a table.
It's not like
Yeah.
in Vegas.
It's
It's not like
it's in a
ours.
little like hockey the old hockey dome bubble game that you played.
Yep,
it's
it
like
is.
in that. It looks like a big game of Pop-O-Matic Trouble. There's just a fucking big bubble that sits right in
Pop
the
me
middle.
a 13, motherfucker.
He says, that's what they should do. Remember that Chevy Chase in the Vegas Vacation when they go to the like off-market casino and they're
Oh,
doing
yeah.
like war and like guess which hand and like Eddie brings them there and they're
don't.
doing like just dumb games.
No,
like
I
it's
don't.
not real games
Oh
that
yeah,
exist.
I remember. He
He's
just
like,
like,
pick
I gotta
He's
watch
like,
that again. No.
He's
Yeah.
like, Clark, how much have you lost? I don't want to say. How much have you lost? It was like 4,800. Oh God, Jesus, Clark.
I do remember that. I do remember that part.
Clark.
I do remember that part.
Guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze, episode 112 out here. This one for September the 14th, the year of our Lord 2023. We're going to take a quick little break. We got celebrity birthdays coming back. Dad is still in the lead, only by 1 point this week, but we'll see what he can do. And plenty more show for you guys out there, so don't go anywhere. Dad, what do you say?
I said I've talked to my offensive line and defense cornerbacks.
Okay.
And we need to turn that 1 point
Deficit or lead into a 4-point lead.
7-point lead.
That's a lot of double bubbles, man. Ryan, what do you say?
Well, I've talked to the facilitator managers, and they're going to replace all AstroTurf with regular grass. That's
Boom.
what I've
You're
heard.
going to turn the sprinklers on my players while we're playing?
Catch up.
Exactly. Guys, we'll see you in a minute. Bye.
You're still on meth, Cheryl. Shut up.
All I hear is some J2 heads, cool buzz, not fun.
Well, hey guys, welcome back to They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. What up, guys? Hanging out here. This
Karen.
is episode 112. This one for September the 14th, the year of our Lord 2023. Just out here fucking chilling, man. Just out here hanging. Obviously, make sure you go subscribe to the YouTube page, Tiger Cage Media, ring the little bell for notifications.
Ding,
If
ding,
you can't
ding,
watch us
ding,
live,
ding,
check
ding,
us
ding,
out
ding.
every Monday.
That bell
wherever
is
your
for-
podcast drip. And then, like I always say, just go to tigercagemedia.com and you can check out all sorts of stuff, links to the drunken covers, all that good stuff. And, of course, the merchandise, guys. We're out there. They're back up to no more 10% off, but we're still doing the free shipping on orders of $35 or more, so make sure you get out there and buy your shirts. They're so comfortable. Actually, Ryan was like, man, you look kind of like
Little rip.
getting a little ripped.
jacked.
I thought you got my shirt out of my drawer.
Well, no, yours is large. This is a medium. And he's like, you're looking a little ripped. And I was like, nah, it's just the fit of the shirt, man. It's a good fitting shirt. Like it kind of, like you see those Facebook ads where they're like, never buy a regular T-shirt again. Make sure you buy these T-shirts.
It's like you spent a lot of money
They
on
fit
that ad,
so
didn't you?
good that you're gonna. So that's why like our shirts are not like $18 like we initially planned, because we went with a different material and a different fit, and they fit good and they feel
They fit
good
great.
and they make you look good. They make you look like you have bigger pecs than you do. They put a little trim down on the belly. They hug your arms a little bit. They make you look good. Your girl's gonna see you and be like, hey,
You're gonna like it.
where'd you
You're
get that
gonna look
fucking
good.
honeymooners shirt? You know
You're
what I'm
gonna
saying?
look good for the fall seasons when you're eating a lot of food. Everything's gonna be fine. Which,
Yeah.
by the way,
Yes.
didn't want to mention this, but
bring
I
it up.
just got word before I got here. Village Inn, they're partnering with us.
Oh, cool.
10% off if you mention us at the counter.
That's right.
When it comes to your pumpkin pies for the fall season,
And
just
they're
say
not.
they
and
call
they're
us
not
the
gonna,
breeze.
They're not going to separately package the T-shirts because the T-shirts are individually wrapped. They're just going to fuck up your whipped cream.
Yep.
They're just going to put the T-shirt right on top of the pie in the box and send you on your way. And when you get to that's the deal. When you get to the party or Thanksgiving or wherever you're going, and everyone's like, well, that's not like Village Inn. Why is the little dollops of whipped cream not all like twisty and nice? Why is it all smashed up? Oh, because they're giving away a free They Call Us the Breeze
Whoop-bam.
T-shirt. Whoop-how, whoop-bam, whoop-how, whoop-bam, whoop-how. That's called
And you-
marketing.
You just gotta lick-
What's the score?
You
What's the
just
score?
got,
at the game?
if you want to get all the whipped cream that you think you're getting robbed of, you just got to lick our backside.
Yeah. Just lick our asses.
Fuck yeah, Dad.
Yeah,
I love that.
it. Turn up the heat, man. Turn up
Yeah.
the heat. Speaking of turn up the heat, man, you better
12
turn up the
years
heat
old, I
right
Say
now.
hi
gotta beat
to-
your ass. Huh?
No, I was going to say, see, those hamsters and those wheels are turning.
Still
all the time.
turning. The wheels are rusty, but the hamsters are still running. That's for damn sure. Guys, as They Call Us the Breeze, like I said, this one for September the 14th. It's time for celebrity birthdays. Dad is up 1 point. It is 209 to 208. Ryan has been gaining on him. He was up 4 points last two episodes, but we'll see what you can do tonight. We were just talking about this motherfucker. Here we go. Celebrity birthdays. Let's go.
Happy birthday!
Chevy Chase.
Yay!
Happy fucking birthday!
He's got to be about 80. What did you say?
All right, guys. Celebrity birthdays. Like this, the way this works is I'm going to give out 5 celebrity birthdays, and like I said, Dad is at 309 points.
Turn your head, you pervert.
Dad is at 309 points. Ryan is at 308 points. They get a point for every birthday they get correct, whoever's closest to the pin. But if they're equidistant from each other, they split the point. And then if they get it right on, they're double bubble. Yeah, and they get 2 points. So and they
Ding,
take
ding,
turns,
ding,
and we
ding, ding,
rotate
ding.
whose turn it is every time. It's actually Ryan's turn tonight.
How do
he's
you
up
remember
first.
who went first?
Normally I put a star, but I remember erasing the star from the D. From the D. All right, guys, it's time for celebrity birthdays. Ryan, avert your eyes, you pervert. Here we go. First guy we have up for you here tonight.
Chevy Chase.
Disney and all these places are trying to say gay, and they need to stop saying gay. It's the Don't Say Gay bill. And when I become president of the United States in 2024, I'm going to make the rest of the United States look like Florida. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but a very happy birthday goes out to our governor, Mr. Ron DeSantis.
Ron DeSantis is 44.
I'll say 45.
One of you got the double bubble.
Because I gave it to him, I'm sure.
No. Be more
Me?
confident in yourself.
So I was
Dad gets
close.
a double
I
bubble,
was close.
45
I was
on the
just
nod.
guessing. Well, I was giving him a clue that he has to be in the early.
Oh my God, you are a cocksucker! Are you kidding me? What are you doing over there? You're giving me the yeah. I gave it to him. I gave it to him.
I was trying to get us
snakes in the 45. You are a piece of shit.
No.
Yeah, you are.
No.
No.
I was trying to help you because
Typical Republican.
I was almost gonna say
fucking
four.
Ron DeSantis bullshit is what you just did, huh? Yeah, you fucking.
Now, did anybody see that video where he like tries to smile at the end of one of on the debate when he was like really going hard for his
I was
final?
trying to help
You
him.
are a piece of
I
shit.
was trying to help
No,
you, Frank.
you are a
I was
piece of
trying to
shit.
get you
Hold
in the
on.
right.
The listeners are about sick of hearing you do Charlie.
Charlie,
no,
okay.
when you sit and watch that last debate, did you see that Ron DeSantis like alien smile at the end of it?
Yeah,
It was
super
very, like
weird.
when they did
Very
the closing like statements, and he's like, and that's why we're gonna win America.
weird. I think that's what Dad's doing right now.
He did this like he tried to just like this. You
I
gotta
was
watch.
trying to get you close, get us close.
Yeah, you got me close, but you got very much closer.
Well,
You
I
didn't
don't
have to
I don't
say
need you guys
4.
getting each other close
You
on
could
the
have
radio.
said 45 or 43.
All
I
right,
was
come
just
on,
saying,
motherfucker.
I'm
Let's
guessing
go. Let's
44.
go. Come on. Here we go. Next birthday up for you. Dad's
That
turn
could have been
first.
34
let's
or
go.
54.
Let's go. Next birthday we have up for
Run
you.
it, dude. I'm done.
One of the
Let's go.
longest running rappers. Did some shit with P. Diddy back in the day. He's basically synonymous with rap. I mean, we're not talking back in the day with like fucking Ice Cube and shit. We're
Dr.
talking
Drizzy.
We're talking like no, because that was with Ice Cube. We're talking about mid '90s, maybe early '90s, and he's just Common is considered to be Chi-Town's Nas. Happy birthday goes out to Nas. So his shit pretty big back in the '90s, man. Not as old as Ice Cube, maybe, but getting there. And he's up there. And Nas, Dad's gonna go first on Nas the rapper.
Let's go with
You'll probably
same
know this
number,
one too, man.
44.
44.
Nah, he's like 52.
Ryan's gonna get it because he's actually 50 today. Happy birthday goes out to Nas.
See, I'll get it back in rap game strong, baby.
All right, here we go. Avert your eyes, pervert. Next birthday we have up for you. He played Dr. Alan Grant.
Oh, they do travel in herds, John.
Played Dr. Alan Grant in the Jurassic Park movies, and he did reprise his role in the last one.
I think I know who that guy
He was
is.
also in a really cool movie me and Ryan watched one time called The Hunt for the Wilder People. And that was actually pretty good because he's actually
Aborigine.
he's actually
He can't-
from New Zealand.
He kind of looks like the guy on Shark Tank in a way.
Robert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
He
Am I
was
correct?
He was in Jurassic Park 1, 2, and in the final one, or 1 and 3, and the final one. Dr. Alan Grant, and
71.
he was he's like I
my
said,
turn.
he's from no, it's Ryan's turn. He's from New Zealand, and The Hunt for the Wilder People is just he gets to finally speak his native tongue in that movie, where he usually does an English accent, or like a regular American accent. Very happy birthday goes out to Sam Neill.
71.
That's why he don't blurt out your answer before he gets to go first.
Shit.
Salsa Shark.
70.
Oof.
Did I get it? Is that retaliation?
Yeah, Ryan's gonna get it. He's actually 76 today. Sam Neill is.
See? Trying to help you, man.
Dr. Alan
Yeah,
Grant.
I bet you are trying to help me, man.
All right, go Browns. Next guy, QB.
Ooh.
Deshaun Watson.
Johnson?
Very happy birthday goes out to Mr. Deshaun Watson.
30 years. Oh, I thought you were asking what he should get.
Oh wait, is he in trouble?
Is he in trouble?
Not anymore.
Yeah, he's a
Not
he's
for
their
now, not for
current
now.
quarterback, right?
Someone got 30
yeah,
years.
he is the current quarterback, so I'd say he's 30. Or 28.
You're gonna say 28, Ryan. What do you got?
I'm gonna say
No.
you're right.
No.
Do you
I'm gonna
just can't
change
pay
that
it?
because he
You
did
said
play
28.
for-
You said 28. You can't take it back. What do
Okay.
you say, Ryan?
You can't do it 8 times, man. He is probably 20.
We give you a second chance if you want.
No,
but
go ahead.
24.
No, that you
Dad's
stupid.
gonna get the double
he played
bubble.
for another team.
Dad's going to get the
He
double
played
bubble.
for another team. They traded for him from the Texans.
Who was it? Deshaun Watson?
Deshaun
He
Watson.
my
traded from
bad.
him
Might
from the
be.
Texans.
Dad pivoted from 30 in the last final second because we always give him a mulligan if he needs it, or breakfast ball.
He took 5.
And he went 28, and Deshaun Watson is 28 today. That's
My dude
2
just-
double bubbles for
I was
Dad.
trying to help you, man. I was trying to help you.
You're trying to help me. You just emptied
he
a
played for the-
sleeve on the first fucking tee, buddy.
All right, this guy, next guy, final guy, and this will be Ryan's turn again. This guy can hit the high C all night long.
Ooh, yeah.
Vince Gill.
You got to go.
This guy was in a very big 80s band that were probably a one-hit wonder. Their music video was one of the coolest and won awards for their music video, in where a woman steps through a mirror and becomes in this drawing, this animated drawing
This
of
is
the
the
lead
MTV
singer
days.
in the 80s. Of a lead singer pulls her into the mirror and she becomes a sketch drawing like he is. And in a day or two.
Was that on MTV?
So
Was that on MTV?
On me. Yeah,
so
it was on MTV.
You remember Family Guy when Peter
So-
gets grabbed
What?
in
Sing
from the
that
milk
again?
cartons?
Is that what she's saying?
Take
Or the band?
on me.
Do 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 do. So that was out.
The guy who
That
hits
was in
that
the
fucking high
90s.
note that everybody tries to do in karaoke, a very happy birthday goes out to the lead singer and frontman of the band Aha, Mr. Morten Harket. He is
That was
actually
in the 90s,
Norwegian.
I bet.
He's actually Norwegian.
Who goes first, me or Ryan?
So Aha, Ryan goes first. Aha was in the 80s.
His name's
Take on Me was probably 85.
His name's Morton.
Morten
That's
Harket.
pretty cool.
Well, he's Norwegian.
I like that name. He's probably like 58.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's probably about 50.
Oh, I
MTV
think-
in the 80s.
I was about to say you're way low.
You're gonna
but
go
you,
50.
No. You can't give him another chance. You give him
No,
like 8
Ryan
chances.
gets it. He is Ryan gets it. He is 64 today.
What'd you say?
58.
I would have lost that
Yay!
Happy fucking birthday!
He had really cool hair
Birthday party here.
back when. He had really cool
I've
hair.
been losing
back
these
when.
deals, by the way.
been losing
Dad's just
deals.
been like skirting around like he has a fast pass at Yellowstone Park. Just let's go see that.
one. No, Universal Studios.
No,
Because we stayed at the Hard
you want to
Rock.
make it past Margaritaville. See you up there. I know
You
you're
mean
still
Pina
up there.
Coladaberg. Anyway, so yeah, just out here hanging out, man. Like I said, getting closer and closer to getting that bar done. We got all the fucking wood up on the ceilings. We're going to start drywall tomorrow. You guys are going to see the bar out there in Listenerland. You're going to see. We're going to force the bar down your
He
throats.
has a bar.
Yeah, we'll do a show from there.
Oh, we're going to do a show
For
from
sure
there.
when
We're going to
it's done.
fucking do a drunken cover from there, which we'll get into a little bit later. But the point is, we're getting there, and I have my bar rails, my Chicago-style bar rails have officially made it to Home Depot. Got to go pick those up tomorrow.
Hey,
we're going to start
those are
drywall
not
tomorrow.
necessarily Chicago. They have those in Dayton, too.
I was about to ask.
It's just the style, dickhead.
So, do you know the origin? Like, why is it Chicago?
I don't know. I'll look that up.
Because that was interesting. I didn't know that until you just said that.
It's called Chicago style
every
bar
bar
rail.
in Dayton that I've ever been to, which is
Well,
like one or two.
There's bars down here that we have.
Plenty of bars here. I mean, Bar
So I'm
Master,
interested- I'm
Steve's
interested
Tavern.
why-
They all have that same bar rail. Yes, the phone is ringing, but we're on live. Yeah, so I mean, we're just hanging out. We're doing construction, trying to get this thing as close to done as we can by October 10th. That's my new deadline. I've been pushing this fucking deadline back for 6 months, but 8 months now. But
you sound exactly like a project company.
But we're gonna get that done, and Dad's been working with me tirelessly and helping me out, and every time we work out in the garage, like I said, he's got some sort of story, or be like, "This is how I learned how to do this. It was your uncle so and so, and we were out here drinking beers, and we were." So I got 2 questions for you.
I have one.
Okay.
Worst mistake you might have made during construction, and something you totally just fucked up and you had to redo, or like just totally missed the mark on it.
Well-
and you're like, oh shit,
That you got down on
I'll
yourself
tell you, the
for.
worst mistake was
Having me?
No fault of my
Well,
own.
I mean, that was just that's in the trade.
No, you did.
I
sign
was
on
a
to get
mistake.
your carpuckle or carpuckles, is that what they call them? They work fine on the guitar, but on that screw gun not so well. But no, when I was
Sorry about it.
when Debbie was down, where did we go? I think we went up to Adam's house when
You said you have 2 questions.
her
Better make it one.
Her dad passed away. We come back and our carpet in our bedroom is wet.
Oh shit!
And Teresa's like,
and this is in Shore Acres, right?
no, right here.
Oh, here. Okay.
This was just 2 years ago when Debbie and Joel came down.
Right.
Joel went back up because he had to play in a golf
I remember.
tournament.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I was
of course.
like, of course.
Fucking
And
bacon.
out in
and
Las
sizzlings.
Vegas, as a matter of fact, where part of the hole
This
is
town-
underneath. You can see through the floor of the hotel they were staying in and see a green or something. I don't know. But I'm thinking, that's pretty nice.
Well,
Golf
either
course.
way, you're over here at the
Either
house,
way, it's
Tiger
like,
Cage.
That's pretty. The carpet's wet, and I was like, oh, the water heater is leaking.
Shit.
And so,
First of all, water heater's never leaking. It's probably busted
well,
somewhere.
no, it's leaking. It's starting to through the rust where the connections are,
Okay.
where your heating elements
Yeah, I
screw
gotcha.
into the side. It's leaking there, and I come walking out laughing, and so you gotta picture who I'm speaking with.
Right.
Teresa, which is not shaken by much because I can handle anything, and Debbie Smith. Well, the water heater's leaking. I'm gonna have to replace it tomorrow. And she's looking at me like I should be Joel, being Charlie.
Yeah.
Charlie on.
Yeah, I got you.
She goes, "You're pretty calm," and I was like, "Well, yeah, we'll just turn the water off." And
Well, you probably already had 8 beers by that point, so.
Well, no, I mean you would be calm in
I
that
forget
scenario.
where we came
anyways, I
back
think.
from, but I was like, "So it's leaking."
So you put like a fucking
Tomorrow, I'm going
Tupperware
to
under there.
turn the water source off. I'll cut the lines, and I'll just replace it. And the next day, we'll take your car to.
But it wasn't that easy, was it, Mike?
It was.
No,
And,
you needed an
w-
electrician out here to
No,
help
I
you
didn't.
with that.
No, I didn't, because it's 2 water hoses, cold and hot, and the 220 wire. You disconnect 220 wire, you throw it out of the way, put the new one in, take the 3 white, black,
I hope you're
color,
learning out something out there in Listenerland, by the way.
and then just connect the new plumbing to the cold and
Right.
the hot.
Well, your shit looks clean as fuck.
Oh, on the hot
it's
water?
very-
Well, yeah.
strong.
I mean, I know what I'm doing, but she was like, oh my God, Joe would have been so fucking pissed and yelling. And you're laughing and smiling. I said, yeah, it's just a hot water heater. I'll place it tomorrow.
Well, we have to be real about this. I mean, you know a little bit more than the common man when it comes to fixing a lot of things.
Well, he gets
you really
what
do.
I've learned.
On average,
what
you're
I've learned.
you're testing a lot more than your student body.
What I've learned is he has a lot of experience and a lot of solutions for a lot of things. But then also I've watched 30-40% of the time, because of the way my garage is set up, him just looking at shit and being like, how can I get creative here? Here's what we're going to do.
Well, that's all it
and
is,
then he
right?
leaves for the night. And like when I say
he came
like I
back-
say, when we finish what we're doing, we sit in those chairs and we drink beers for maybe 2 more hours, and we talk about shit and talk about life, and we're looking up the whole time. And then he'll just go, I wasn't listening to you at all just now. What we're gonna do over here in this
Yeah.
corner,
Yeah.
and he comes up with a fucking idea, and then we try it out, and
Well-
usually it's fucking spot on.
He came in a week ago and he was like, you know what I think? I was thinking about it all night. And I was like, oh, he probably absolutely was. He gets his rocks off on this shit. My question,
Well, no,
What's
I don't
the one
sleep.
thing-
I don't rest till I figure it out.
Yeah.
what's the one thing that, if you remember, let's go 14 years up or 15 years up.
We got like a minute left before we got to go to break, so let's wrap this up.
That someone showed you a trick when it came
Oh,
to
Tom
building
Janowicki,
something.
for sure. Plumbing.
What was the
Plumbing.
trick?
Plumbing, because
And it blew your mind.
Tom Janowicki.
well,
plumbing.
no, it didn't blow my mind, but it just was like eye awakening. So when I was redoing the plumbing in the bottom of the basement in Ohio before we moved,
Yeah.
and because I had redone a lot of
My-
stuff. I was
the
trying
house
to move,
I was born in.
yeah, I was trying to move stuff up to make that ceiling higher because I had a drop ceiling or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, you know, and I was like, I can. And back then, we always used copper.
Yeah.
We not CPVC like that right
Well,
there.
yeah, that was fucking
And,
37 years ago, 38 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. And or even longer, and 40 years
that's
ago
wild.
maybe. And he goes, dude, all you get,
I know, right?
And I was doing all the plumbing, and I was cutting all the connections and everything. He goes, cut everything. This is the best advice I ever had in plumbing.
And then we'll get out of here.
And it was from Tom Janowicki.
Yeah.
Cut everything, dry fit it. You can put the flux on it to where it swivels and everything, and it's greasy because the flux cleans everything before you solder it.
Right.
And he goes, dry fit everything and make sure you got it going from here to there, and it's all going to fit right. And then go from there and just solder every joint back and have it all put together.
Instead of like doing one and then soldering it,
how
and then doing one and then
did it.
soldering it,
Yeah,
and then doing one and then
that's how
soldering it. Yeah.
That's how
Tom
I-
Janowicki, if you're listening right now, we love you, man.
We love you to
we
death,
really
buddy.
do. I mean,
Have
you
a
are
skyline
Uncle
for
Tom.
us if
you
you're up
are
there.
Uncle Tom. He actually texted us during the last hurricane.
He's not dead, by the way. I know a lot of our uncles are dead.
He's
but
like
this
his,
is cousins slash kind of like an uncle to us, and
that
he's still alive.
motherfucker's my uncle,
He's up
bro.
there on a fire team up there.
Yeah.
Guys, this is they
It's
call
like
us the
an uncle
Breeze.
to you guys.
Basically, guys, this is they call us the Breeze, episode 112. We'll be right back with more show. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you guys in a bit. We'll see you. Bye bye. Love you.
October 11th, October 12th, and 13th, and 14th, I was intoxicated. I drank all of those days. I drank. I was drunk. I'm drunk now. I'm drunk right now.
What up, Council? I am JT Park.
You fucking idiot.
Well, hey guys, welcome back to They Call Us the Breeze, episode 112. Out here chilling. We got another one coming up for you next week, and then Dad's going to be out of town the week after that. So make sure you tune in for episode 114 because we're going to have a very special guest, and we're not going to tell you who it is. We might reveal it next week once we get the booking all down and locked in concrete.
Got to see his schedule.
Yeah,
And
we
that brings
we
me
got to
to
call
a-
his team,
With the mail guy,
and that might give you a clue.
it brings me to a question. Can he see us?
Can they?
Because he's laughing.
Can they see us?
Well,
You can't normally see
He can
from
see us.
outside.
I
in
believe
here.
that we're definitely on the NSA.
He can see us.
No, I mean,
He called you a wildcat earlier.
We can see out, but they generally can't see in.
Yeah, there's a lot of reflective with the sunlight. And all that, yeah.
Because Mom put the
Now
The tent-
you guys out there in Listenerland have no idea what the fuck we're talking about because basically what happened that's why you got to make sure you subscribe to Tiger Cage Media on
Correct.
YouTube
Correct.
and ring the little bell for notifications
Ding, ding,
because we
ding,
always
ding,
come on and
ding,
there's some
ding.
extra shit before we actually roll tape and the mailman came a little later than expected today and we did our Here's the Mail, It Never Fails. It makes me want a little song that we do every time the mailman walks up while we're on the mic. And he heard it as he slipped it through the little, because right behind Dad's head is the little mail slot on the door. So as the slot's open and he's slipping it through, we try to time it. So we go, mail, right at that moment. And he heard it and he started laughing. So,
So my question was, does he know that there are three of us sitting here doing a podcast?
Probably not. But,
Can he see
most
us?
people know the song because it's from Blues Clues.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It is from.
Oh,
yeah.
And it's very popular
I
song.
thought it was something you made up.
No,
No,
it's from
Blues
Blues
Clues.
Clues. Yeah.
Nickelodeon.
So and
My
even
question-
adults that were not
And he was young. He was young.
even people who
Your
weren't
age.
young enough to watch Blues Clues at least knew
Okay.
that song back in the day.
Okay.
My
It was like
question-
the song that doesn't, and it was as popular as that. I would say.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I thought I
And that's
had
all he
no
says.
idea.
Here it comes, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail, and when it comes, I want to wail. Meow.
So
Because Blues
That's
Clues was a
why they're
dog.
laughing.
Because Blues Clues was a dog, so
And
it makes
that's
me
why
want to wag
always
my
the
tail.
young ones laugh.
Yeah, because they get it. And the little black lady that comes over here every once in a while, she laughs every time.
that's what my point. Like,
But not Damon.
Well, Damon laughed a couple times, but also Damon I've just talked to. I'm usually out smoking a cigarette when Damon comes out, and the other 3 weeks ago, he's like, hey man, how you doing today? And hands me the letters, and I'm like, how you doing? That's the more important question. He's like, oh man, yeah, it's hot, and I'm like, and he's got his little water bottle and
you
everything.
should have some water for him.
But I go,
Gatorade.
man, I'm doing better than you, and he just started laughing. He goes, I got a trick, and he pulls off that mail helmet.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
The little like safari, but it's like hard plastic safari hat. He's got an ice pack in a Ziploc bag
yeah.
underneath there. He's like, I got a little trick though. And he took off the hat and he showed me. He's like, see? And I was like, oh, you fucking changed the game right there, Damon. So yeah, so he's out there. He's alive.
I
He's
like-
gotta be
I-
it.
there's-
We want him alive.
There's
yeah.
there's a certain comfort knowing that they would love to deliver mail to this house.
But
I think
he was real happy to show me that little trick he had because I was obviously referencing The Heat, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't figured
So
that
you
fucking
think
out
that
yet.
guy knew the movie that you're talking
Blues
about?
Clues, the show, yeah.
yeah.
he probably-
I mean, that is like
when you go mail, like that's all you have
And
to
they
hear
laugh.
to
You
know,
know he's
where
knows
that.
that what
Yeah,
you're talking about.
guys, this They Call Us the Breeze, episode 112. We're out here. We're just fucking out here. Happy National Sober Day to all of you. September
Happy-
14th is National Sober.
Sure.
Sure.
I'm very sober.
Get drunk. Yeah. We're talking all right.
I saw it
Drink
today
to
when
that.
I saw it today when I woke up. I was like, "Oh shit, it's National Sober Day!" Right in the middle of my goddamn vacation, day 3 of my day 7 vacation. Well, that's
Those-
not happening.
Those people have meetings to go to tonight. So
Well, it's not about that. I mean, they might speak on that when they go to AA tonight, but it's more just like a dry out day, like no drink November. Some people do, it's or a dry January. I've heard of quite a bit. It's a one day a year where people who like to imbibe, not nearly as much as the Breeze do, but people who like to imbibe here or there throughout the weeknights, they just choose to be sober on National Sober Day here on September 14th.
That's
but
weak.
we're not. We're not.
That's weak.
it
and
should
I'm-
be the
I'm
Monday
boycotting.
after every Sunday after during football season.
Well, it's like, why would you have National Sober Day?
Why would you have
one week into fucking NFL?
That doesn't make any sense.
Do it 2 weeks
I know.
prior.
That doesn't make any sense.
Don't do Charlie. Don't do Charlie. I know he's
so you
trying
could
to.
do. He's trying to channel me, but yeah, you probably.
It's like, why do
should-
you do that when
should
football
probably-
starts?
I know you should probably do it
3 weeks ago,
every
before college
Monday,
started.
Every Monday.
Yeah.
Well, because college starts
Not every
like,
Monday. No. I'm just saying, like,
because that during football season.
But didn't
During
you,
the winter months, because that's when all the
Remy, didn't
football, the hockey.
you just said that you're going to go sober Monday,
no, I'm not. No, I said.
or
I'm-
there's one day that you're not going to drink in the
yeah,
next
Monday,
coming week.
Monday. So my vacation ends on.
Are you having a surgery?
I go back to work Tuesday.
Fasting.
And I know damn well I'm going to come over here for the Bucks game at 1 o'clock and do my laundry because my washer dryer is still sitting in the middle of my garage. But I will come over here Sunday and do my laundry and watch the Bucks game. And then I believe I'm going to meet up with a friend of mine, and her and I are probably going to go to the bar like we usually do. And I might get laid, who knows? But, and we're going to do our thing. And then Monday, I'm literally just going to sit and dry out all day. Because I can't go back into work on Tuesday after drinking 20 beers a day for 7 days. I got to have a dry out day, man. I got to have a dry out day. And
Yeah.
I'll probably drink 3 beers just so my fucking body doesn't die and shut down on me. But that'll be like a vegetation day where you just eat a bunch of pizza and junk food. You watch like 5 movies on Netflix all day long, laying in bed in the dark with the AC still on
That
70.
sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's probably how my Monday is going to go, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that'll be
like-
the final day. Of
Or you could work on the garage.
No, I'm probably
No.
just going to be just doing that, just a full day of just relaxation, really soaking in that last like bit of I don't have to go to work today because normally I do work Mondays. So
I don't think I've ever seen like Dad have one of those days. No.
I mean, it's just you can only handle
I
so
can't.
much.
It
and
drives me nuts to sit around.
You can't your worst like scenario would be
Like if I was
Watching
in a hospital
movies for 5 days.
in traction with my arms and legs from an automobile accident.
damn,
and I can't move.
one of my best buds in my group from Tennessee.
Yes, that would be terrible.
One of my best buds from my
I
group when
gotta
I lived
get
in
outta
Tennessee.
here.
One of my best buds when I lived in Tennessee, named Andrew Wilson, still a Facebook friend of mine, just commented on YouTube and I didn't see it.
what up, Andy?
What do you say?
What
I
up,
miss
JT?
him so much. You know what?
Hey, thanks
you,
for
You know
watching
what
us,
me and
buddy.
Andrew used to do? That thing you do every time we're together. He
Wears
had
his glasses,
He
wears
had
his
all the
glasses.
quotes. And
What's
I
your
had
buddy-
all the quotes too. Like he knew that movie as good as I did, and I'd never met
Nashville?
anybody. Yeah, in Nashville, he was the redhead
Shout
kid
out.
that had like the goatee. You might see my pictures.
I don't
what's
know,
your,
but
what's your
shout out.
buddy's name from Tennessee?
Well, I had a crew
The guy
of
that's
4.
watching us.
I had a crew of 4. There was Andrew Wilson. Shout out Andy.
Yeah, shout out.
Andy,
and
thank
then
you very much for watching us. We
Jeffrey
appreciate
Zukovic,
you.
Jeffrey Zukovics, who almost came to my wedding, and then there's Hank Mark Dugas. Hank Mark Dugas. Talked to him
Sure,
once,
Andy
twice
knows
a week.
all of them, right?
Yeah, so yeah, we all hang out like wet clothes,
Thanks
and we
for
did our
watching,
thing.
buddy.
And but yeah, wow, it just popped up, and I was like, wow, I haven't thought of that name in a few years.
We appreciate you. Buddy.
Thanks for being a friend for my brother.
Yeah,
No,
he
was
was
in,
Thanks for being
well,
a
the
friend.
cool part about Andrew, I loved Andrew because we were in Nashville, and at that time my relationship was starting to break down, and the reason we moved back home was because we split up. And Andrew, once a week, we called it Word on Wednesdays, where him and Jeffrey and the other two guys of our crew that I can't remember
Is
their
he
first
one of the
names.
guys that play guitars with you?
No.
No.
He was just a buddy, and we all worked together. That was the thing. So we go to sports bar after work and shit, but once a week we'd have this thing called Word on Wednesdays, and they would come over to the garage, and we would play Nintendo 64 and drink beer all night. And that's what we did. Word on Wednesday.
That
We'd
sounds
order
like
a pizza.
awesome time.
That's as good as playing
And-
guitars.
And it was somebody's different job every week to create a stupid flyer and text message the group chat. There was only 4 people. And somebody every week would like do some dumb Photoshop shit with like a baby floating
awesome.
on a pizza, because we ordered pizza every Wednesday. Like a baby floating on a pizza through outer space, and then a Nintendo 64, and then a picture of Mario Kart, and then like, this Word on Wednesday. Well, like we used to just do that every Wednesday and just send each other the flyer, like whoever's turn it was to like make the flyer. And
Do you remember any of Andy's
It was like
specifically?
memes before memes. I don't remember any of Andy's. I got pretty like 80s, 90s laser poster with it, like cats and all sorts of weird shit. But we would always fucking do that just to make each other laugh. Word on. And Word on Wednesdays started because I was so drunk that
how it all starts.
I was trying to say right on and word up at the same time. I was like, right on, word up. So I was like, word on. And they all
That's just
bust
a little-
out laughing.
that's
They're like,
just a little
word on.
dyslexia.
And I was like,
What does
yeah,
he
Word
mean?
on Wednesdays. Wow. Word
Craig.
on Wednesdays. Wow.
Joe, do you
Wow.
know what he means by word
Oh,
on?
and
No, I
Danica.
don't know.
They know exactly what
Craig,
they
do you know what
my
it means?
ex-girlfriend
No, I don't know what it
hated
means.
Word on Wednesdays at the time. So, one thing I wanted to talk about tonight, Ryan, we have a new idea for a drunken cover, and Dad posed it to me yesterday. So we're sitting, we finally have the ceiling done, and we're sitting and having those two, 3 beers that we have. By the way, I want to do a t-shirt for the line that just says, okay, I'll have one more. Because you'll sit there with me, and he'll be like, we'll sit down after working, and we're already drinking the beer that we've been working with, and then he'll go, all right, I'm gonna have one more, and then I'll head out for the day.
Yeah, but I also
And
I'll
then
have
that
one
becomes, well, I'll have one
Then I'll
more.
have one more.
Well, I'll have one more, and then usually a third time, well, I'll have one more, and we're still hypothesizing and looking around and figuring out how we can finish this job. But Dad's sitting there, and he's doing his thing, and he's like looking at the ceiling, and he goes, hey, can you play a song on iHeartRadio? And I go, well, no, I'll just do Spotify. What do you want? And he's like, I'm looking around this bar here, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, oh my God. He's like, do you know Toby Keith? And I'm like, you want me to play Toby Keith? I love this bar right now. And he's like, well, I'm just saying. And then I put it on. I put it on, and we're listening to it. And then like halfway through the song, he's like, we should cover this when this bar gets done on your YouTube. And I was like, you mean the drunken cover, Dad? And he's like, yeah. And I had to explain a little bit more because he hasn't been on one yet about how it goes down. And I explained all the rules. I said, so here's the rules.
I am the music
The rules
producer.
are there's a minimum of 4 drinks, whether it's 3 beers in one shot or 4 beers, whatever. Shots are bonus points, but minimum 4 drinks before you can press record. And second biggest rule is it's one take. You're a one take Johnny. We wait till you hit that one take all the way through, and then we go. And then he's like, okay, all right. And I was like, but there's a secret involved. And if you guys are out there listening and you like the drunken cover, here's the big secret. Here's the us pulling the curtain up a little bit. What we do during drunken cover is we record the vocals last, and the vocals are recorded with all of our recordings.
in the closet.
and it can take some time.
And-
Those
and-
final vocal tracks.
And they're recorded against all of our tracks that we've worked so diligently on: the bass, the rhythm guitar, the lead guitar, the drums. But I revealed to Dad the secret of it last night is because it's drunken cover, and because we're pretty drunk when we're playing, we have the original track in the DAW, and we're playing to the original track for every instrument, because we're not jamming together, mind you. We do this track by track by track by track. So when Ryan does the
But I did
bass,
say that you and I will play live together.
no, we will not.
Yeah, we will.
No, we will not, because we don't have the camera for that. We have one camera.
Well, no. We don't need a camera. I mean, musically, when we do...
The whole point of Drunken Cover is it goes on YouTube. There has to be a camera shot. And I'm not going to have two people in one camera shot.
Because I told him he's got to play the Telecaster live with those pieces.
Well, all I know is that we got winners.
But Dad officially has signed up for his first...
Smokers and boozers.
Dad has officially signed up for his first Drunken Cover, and he wants to do I Love This Bar by Kobe Teeth.
And we got bikers.
So I told him, obviously I'm not moving the drum kit.
I mean,
I'm going to do the drum
right?
in the rooms.
Perfect
but
first
we'll
song.
do all that. You're going to play bass. He's playing the 12-string acoustic, he
Who's
says.
playing the slide, bruh?
I'm playing the slide and the other guitar part. You're playing the bass.
We got yuppies.
Well, he's playing it. He's
got
playing the
bikers.
lead part right off the bat, and then he's got to.
We got thirsty
He's got to put the
hitchhikers.
rest back in there. We got checkers.
And the sun down.
So we'll see how long that actually takes, but we're calling the shot now that we're probably going to be doing
I love this.
I Love This Bar by Kobe Teeth. And that's Dad's pick for the next
I
Drunken
love
Cover.
this bar.
So that's going to be his inaugural. Yeah, so we'll get on
That'll
it.
be my first one.
And he'll start learning it a little. He's going to sing lead too, by the way. Dad's singing.
Yeah,
Dad's
I
singing
mean,
lead.
Get him in the closet, bro.
I told him. I said, you're going to have to go in the closet.
We don't even have to change keys from what he's playing because I sang it with the
You
song.
need to wear
and it's-
sunglasses too. I think that's the thing,
No.
right? We have to have sunglasses.
But
in
we
the
definitely
closet,
have to
right?
have this, right?
Yeah, got to have that cowboy
Chain
hat.
smokers and
Dad's
boozers.
famous
We got
cowboy.
yuppies.
Let's go listen to that on the break real quick. Guys, we'll be right back. It's They Call Us the Breeze. Don't go anywhere. We got
love
one
this
final segment. We have headlines, real or fake, coming up, and a little bit more show after that, so don't go anywhere. We love you guys so much. We'll see you in a minute. Bye-bye.
Headlines.
Can I go?
Yeah.
Can I go? I'm just
Go
kicking
for
it here during my vacay. Gonna need some Chibas rolled up when I get home, cause I'm gonna smoke the shit out of everything I got, and you know it is with it. I don't know.
It was good, but I'm gonna battle you.
What up, Council? I am
All right, go.
JT Park.
You want me to roll it back?
You might need
Yeah.
counsel.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
we'll roll it back. Here we go. Yeah, wait.
Your name is Clarence.
No, you gotta wait.
riddle-
You gotta wait.
Oh,
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
your name is Clarence. You have real nice parents.
That's
you went
true.
to private school, and
I did not go to private school. You went to fucking Westminster. That was the most private we got.
Westminster, dude. We drink tea. We talked about politics. It was
What is
awesome,
that? Crumpets.
dude.
Tin crumpets.
How about I rode by Westminster like a year ago, and it's
When
like
I lived downtown, I used to ride
overgrown.
there all the time. When I go to rally, I'd go to that
Did you
rally
go to
on
Westminster
22nd.
when Mom started there?
Oh yeah.
I drove
Princess
past
Diana,
there.
she put me in there.
When I lived downtown, I used to
I don't
go to that
remember that
racetrack
one.
right there on 22nd Avenue,
Mm-hmm.
22nd and 4th Street. And then because it was always like 1 or 2 p.m., it'd be such a nightmare to try to get into the left lane to turn left back onto 4th. So I would do a little nostalgia run. Every
Yeah.
single time I'd go to racetrack, I'd go back down 22nd. I'd take a right on 1st. I'd take that all the way down to 9th, where you see Westminster on the left, and then you take a right, and then you come out by the CVS and you take that left light. That's what I did every single time I went to that fucking racetrack.
Oh, so you saw
if I was
Dude,
going home.
When
If
I
was going home.
When I was walking,
So I used to see Westminster like 3 times a week.
I
This
don't
morning when
even
I was walking my-
remember Mom working there.
dude, when I was walking my
Well, that's where she got her start being buddy with Becky and doing the teacher thing, kind of. You know,
Crescent Lake Park. When I
mean,
was walking,
I remember the name. I just don't remember the time.
those
Yeah.
houses like around Crescent Lake are unbelievable. Like they are like the
Oh, it's
most
a
beautiful,
fucking nice-
immaculate houses I've
it's
ever
a nice
seen.
neighborhood, and they all pressure
It is
wash
super
twice
sweet.
a year. You pressure wash twice a year.
And I know
You
houses.
mow your
and
lawn.
I love
what-
houses.
I said to myself, that's
I
a
know
great house.
As a great house, I know
I got-
houses.
That's a great house. I drove
was
up
like-
next to this house and I said, "That's a great house."
You're a stupid.
You are a
yeah,
stupid
that's
person. You ask a lot of
question.
stupid. I remember you, but you do ask a lot of stupid questions. But go ahead.
Die fast.
Guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze. Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. This one for September the 14th, the year of
Trump,
our Lord
2024.
2023. And we're just out here chilling. This episode
Trump
112.
2024 is that what you said?
Just make sure you guys. Yeah, I'm down. Dude.
I'm down.
I want more material. You know what
I want
mean?
some more aliens.
Like if Trump wins, we get more material. But
think
if Trump loses, all we can do is sit around and hate on whoever got elected, and we're not into politics.
Dude, I don't know. We're
on
not
this
into
show.
politics.
On this show, so we just need the content from Trump, man, more than anything. That's going to last us 4 years.
So we're turning into Glenn Beck,
No, we just got
Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity.
No.
Trump, bring back The Apprentice, please.
Who was the other one?
That we listen to
Tucker
those
Carlson,
radio programs.
Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity, Clay and Buck, and
Joe Rogan.
No, what's his name? John Flannery.
Yeah, John Flannery. Yeah,
He's
yeah,
got
yeah.
a show coming up.
Yeah,
this
John
fall.
Flannery. Yeah,
John Flannery. He's
yeah.
got a show coming
John's
up this
on.
fall.
John's on. It's starting at 8 p.m. on Fox. Yeah, John's on every fucking Thursday at 8 p.m. So when we get done with the podcast, we can watch John's on.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, guys. This is They Call Us the Breeze. Make sure you're going out to Tiger Cage Media on YouTube and subscribing to the channel and ringing that little bell for the notifications. Before we get out of here, got a little edition of headlines, real or fake. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right. So what we do here, guys, is I have about 5 or 6 headlines that are real, and I have about 5 or 6 headlines that are fake. And these guys are going to try to figure out what's bullshit and what's real shit.
And we're pretty good.
And they're pretty good at it. They know me by now. If you don't know me by now, you ain't never ever gonna know me,
Girl.
Yeah, let's do it. And here they are. They call us the Breeze. Headlines. This one for September the 14th, 2023. Yep, so like I said, this is
For $10,000.
all headlines that have happened in the last week that we have not been able to talk about because our show was a week ago, dummy. So these are all the new headlines, and Dad and Ryan are going to try to guess what's real and what's fake. So let's go. Let's do it.
Go.
All right, here we go. First headline we have up for that does sound. Where's she at? Where's she at?
Oh, you're good. You're really good.
That does
Well,
sound good.
She's programmed to the letter M.
She works for us.
Like let's get drunk is K,
Let's get drunk. Yeah.
and then
All right.
So you got the Michael Scott system?
IOP and the bracket are all Denzel.
October 11th, October 12th, and 13th, and 14th. I was
Those
in
are all.
Toxic.
I am drunk
All right.
now.
And
All
then
of those
JT
days,
Parr
I
is
drank.
conveniently located not on the J, but on the.
What up, Council?
T.
I am JT Parr.
So you got your little tricks and tips, but guys, this is a headline.
So did Edward Snowden.
All right, here we go. First headline up
Is
for you.
he in prison?
No, not anymore. I think he's like
Yeah,
in
no, I
Europe.
think he's-
Go ahead.
He's in Sweden somewhere. All right, first headline we have up for you: Drop Dead Fred movie to get reboot starring Johnny Depp and Chloe Grace Moretz.
Oh, that would be amazing. But that
Do you remember Drop Dead Fred, Dad? Mm-hmm. It was Phoebe Cates from
Snowface?
Phoebe Cates that was in fucking Fast Times at Ridgemont High, the bikini scene, the infamous bikini scene with the cars
But
playing
I
behind.
kind of remember.
And she was
Drop Dead Fred.
she was a little girl that had an imaginary friend,
Right.
And she had a psychotic
and
issue
this was
in her.
when she was real young.
And then she gets old. Well, and then Phoebe Cates is the older version, and she's still like in her early 20s, and she's trying to go to psychotherapy, and she still has this friend that keeps popping up and keeps fucking up her life. And he fucks up so much shit, but she does all of it. It's an imaginary friend. So she's pouring mud on the fucking kitchen table. She's doing all this shit. What a great fucking movie. So anyway, Drop Dead Fred movie to get reboot starring Johnny Depp and Chloe Grace Moretz. Now I would have said might as well get the girl who played Wednesday recently, Jenna Ortega.
That's a
but
good
she's
one.
a little too old looking. You're gonna say false?
I would say
no.
You're gonna say false. Dad's gonna say false. Ryan, what do you think?
I don't think Johnny Depp would even touch that film.
You kidding me? That'd be a perfect film for
I don't
him.
think he would. It's
He
false.
I mean, sorry. But yeah, you're both right. That is false. But I would fucking love that. That'd be so cool. If they just did. I don't even care who stars in it.
Why would he?
They talked about for a while they were going to do a reboot. Hold on. They were going to do a reboot
There's
for a
no
little
way.
while with what's his face, the British guy with the long hair.
Give me more clues.
Comedian
Mick Jagger.
Get him to the
fucking
Greek.
Russell Brand.
Yeah, they were talking about doing a
Well,
reboot.
he did the.
the Simon or not not Alfred. What was the Arthur? He did the Arthur
Yeah,
reboot.
yeah. I thought we were doing good.
He did the
Yeah,
Arthur
Hooker.
reboot.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Next one up we have for you. Headlines, real or fake. Florida dog lays 2 foot 8 inch poo, setting the Guinness World Record.
No.
What kind of dog?
I'm not giving you that.
No.
You gotta
No
go by the
way.
headlines. It's just the headlines.
2.5. 2
24
over.
inches.
No.
Over 24.
There's no
2
way.
foot 8 inch
No way.
poo.
Like what? Like was it in?
That's 2
No,
foot.
just a straight line.
Nope.
You gotta go straight line.
No.
No?
No.
Yeah, you guys are right. That one's made up by me. All right.
I want to try this next time.
Next headline. You want to do headlines next time? Okay, fine.
I want to try to see if I can throw you guys off.
Next headline we have up for you. It's harder than it looks. Six-eyed creature with long blue body found on dead wood in forest.
Six-eyed
creature with long blue body found on dead wood in forest.
No, if anything, it would be by the water.
I know 6 foot long creatures.
I know
6-eyed creatures. I know long blue body creatures. That is a stupid question.
That is a stupid headline.
That is a stupid headline. You guys are both wrong. That's true. That's actually true. So there's some sort of
Let's
like
dig
weird
into
looking.
this.
It looks like a caterpillar. It just looks like a caterpillar, and the eyes are just in front of its fucking face. But it's
All six
it's a
of them.
brand new species that's discovered, and there's 6 eyes in front of it, and it looks like a little fat, probably like the one of the bugs, like the fat worm. It's
What
kind
forest?
of looks like that. It didn't say. I mean, it did
Probably
say, but
like-
I don't fucking care.
Probably like Pacific Southwest.
All right, New Zealand man becomes
Northwest.
world's oldest motorcycle racer at the age of 97.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
he
think
saw.
I read that.
You think you read that on the Smart
I
News?
think so.
You think so?
That was
I
an
think
instant. That was an instant call for your
Well,
all
both
in.
you. Yeah, he called. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, New Zealand man becomes the world's fastest, oldest person on a motorcycle at age 97. So he probably had to get up there, giddy up a little bit. But
I bet his wife was like, "Roger, we need something at the house," and he's like,
Hey, could you run down to 7-Eleven and get us a loaf of
"Yeah,
bread?
I'll try to kill myself too." Martha.
That's good because
man.
we got $500,000 of life insurance on you.
yeah, head on down to the store on that motorbike.
I'm gonna take this
How
thing
many
up
beers
to
you
about
had?
100.
9. Well, have one more. Have one more before you hop on there. Oh shit! All
Go
right,
play
yeah.
my lotto tickets.
You guys are right on that one.
Can
All
you
right.
give me some scratch offs while you're down there?
Next headline we have up for you. Colorado man electrocuted by small guitar amp in hot tub
Yes.
by accident.
No.
The hot tub through you.
Yes. No. Nobody is that stupid.
Colorado man electrocuted by small
know, they
guitar
are
amp
stoned.
falling into a hot tub.
No.
I could say
Now,
true.
I mean,
I can see-
I can imagine me being drunk enough to be like, "Hey, Dad, just get out that little fender.
Hey,
We're gonna
if
put
it
it on
was
the edge
a
of the
ten-
hot tub."
Hey, if it
I'm
was
gonna
a
play
different,
Jessica.
if it was a different state than Colorado, I could see it.
No.
Like Alabama, Mississippi.
Colorado's full of a
everything.
lot of stoners, man.
lot of stoners.
No.
No,
I'm gonna
Brian?
say yes.
No.
That happened.
No.
It did not happen. No, that is made up. That's by me. All right, next headline
I
we have.
can't really see it in Tennessee, Alabama.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you're out there having a good time.
No.
And you're and
you're not that-
you've been playing the acoustic, and then you're like, well, hold on, I want to play Jessica by the Allman Brothers. So you go get your little Fender, and you have it sitting up on the ledge of the fucking hot tub.
you cannot
All your
get that
stoned
drunk.
friends want to watch you,
cannot
shred
get
a
that
fucking
drunk
lick.
that you don't know that you don't put a fucking electrical.
Now that I'm talking it,
No.
now that I'm talking it through,
You know
it's-
better.
I don't
Well,
think it's
I wouldn't
possible.
because just the steam from a hot tub.
I mean,
even if you
dry
sat,
yourself off before you even plug anything
well, even
in.
if you sat on the edge of a hot tub playing a fucking electric guitar, that
No.
steam's gonna warp
Well,
that thing in 5 seconds.
Yeah,
And
true.
if
Like,
you-
what person
well,
would know
then
just to
if
shred?
you're
Yeah.
you're playing it
No.
in a hot tub, it's fucking electrically.
There's pickups. Yeah, everything's
Yeah.
wired, motherfucker.
Are you
Shit.
stupid?
All right. Well, here we go. Distillery
You
spills.
know when you're.
Next headline: Distillery spills floods. A distillery spill floods the streets of Portuguese with wine.
$2
With
million worth.
With what?
A distillery accidentally spill.
In
A
a
distillery
small
spill
village.
floods a small village in Portuguese with wine.
100% true.
Yeah.
I read that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
How
Yeah.
awesome, though.
So some asshole got something wrong. Somebody forgot to sign something. Something happened. And then all this fucking red wine just flooded the streets of a small town in Portugal.
No.
Now, if I'm poor and I'm living in Portugal, I'm getting, babe, get the Yetis.
Well,
You want Yetis if you're poor.
dude,
But
Hey, that's the
Let me-
same
let me
as
just,
that's the same as a Budweiser
I'm gonna tell you right
overturning on
now-
I-4. Everybody's like in Plant City is like,
well, I'm gonna tell you right now, if my only furniture,
Get it?
if I live in Portugal and my only furniture is a 5-gallon bucket that I flip upside down and I sit on it in the living room, guess who's sitting on the floor for the next week, bud? You know
well,
what I mean?
I was about to say.
Because we're going out with that 5-gallon and we're just going
we're gonna
downstream.
feel it. We're gonna feel it. Get it.
What if
Kind of gritty,
dude? What if
kind
you
of gritty?
your wife that night?
Lot of sand.
That night, you say to your wife, you go like, I'm done drinking. Unless
darling.
there's a sign. Unless there's a sign, Martha.
Unless there's a sign from God, I'm done drinking.
I'm done
for the rest
drinking.
of
And
my life.
then you wake up the
Hold on,
next
hold on.
Turn
It's a
over.
good, it's a good point.
and
It's a good point.
then you wake
It's a
up
good
the
point.
next day and you open your door and there's wine flooding in your street. You're like,
No,
well,
what if
I
you
guess
what if you tell your wife
That's
that
a
you're
sign from God.
what if you
gonna
tell
need
your wife
drinks.
like if there's a sign then I'll start drinking again, and then you go like your first day sober, and you're so proud of yourself,
And then it's just
And
the
then a
floods,
fucking beer
the
truck
streets
turns
flood
over
with
on
wine.
I-4,
and then the levee
and there's
breaks.
like fucking cans of beer.
Yeah,
everywhere.
that's correct. That's correct. Yeah.
It's like, hey, I can't do it, honey.
obviously.
All right. Well, share
God's telling me-
share.
God's telling me if he didn't want men to be happy, he wouldn't have made beer.
Well, he wouldn't have made a river.
Well, the
of
you know
wine.
the magnet
I know,
on the refrigerator.
I know. All right. Next headline up for you. Cher seen in public on several dates with her new 28-year-old lover.
I can
Yes.
see that. Sure. Blood Boy.
True.
That's a blood
Well,
boy.
remember that movie? I don't remember what movie was that where Frankie Muniz and Cher are sitting in the bed at the end of the movie. I think that's Stuck on You, the Farrelly Brothers movie.
Bro, you know about Stuck on You?
Bro, I know about Stuck on You with Matt Damon and fucking what's his face? Got Greg Kinnear,
And what's her face from? It's Ryan Gosling's wife.
the Spanish girl.
Yeah.
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 So how old is Cher right
But
now?
at the end of that movie, Cher
She's
That's
got to be in her
funny, man.
70s.
Cher is like laying in bed watching TV with Frankie Muniz, Malcolm from Malcolm in the
And
Middle.
she's like, it's too late. Let's go to bed.
Let's
And
go
he's
to
like,
bed.
"Oh,
And it's
I'm staying
Cher
up."
and Frankie Muniz, and he's like, come on, babe, we got to
He's
watch
like,
the rest of the
"Just a
show.
little bit more." Yeah.
And it's just, obviously, it's a comedy movie, but they're just insinuating,
That's funny.
because she's in that movie quite a bit, and then they show her like towards the very end, right before the credits, and she's like, they're laying in bed watching TV, and it's her and Frankie Muniz looking small as shit in only boxer shorts, and she's like, babe, come on, let's go to bed. You know how she used to talk with her tongue all stuck out.
Yeah,
And he's
sure.
like, oh, come on,
Sure
honey,
voice.
let's watch the rest of this. You know, and you could tell they're definitely a couple. But Cher, seen in public on several dates with a new 28-year-old
yep,
lover.
Why
Yep,
not?
yep,
Why
yep.
not? Cher, get it.
Yep.
I wish. I wish that was me, but no. Yeah, that's not. That's fake.
Well,
Oh,
she's been
so-
she's had a
I jerked off after I wrote
I was
that
about to
headline.
say,
had,
I was like,
she's
"Ugh."
had a beau that's way younger, maybe
That
not
sentence-
28.
that
but-
sentence-
Well,
little
put
sticky.
your little in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can climb.
Oh, Bob Dylan. Eh?
I got
I
you,
get you,
babe.
babe.
Sonny, that's Sonny Bono. All right. Next headline up for you. Electronic construction sign displays profanity in Houston.
Turn up the heat, Chip.
Yep, accident.
You know those little orange
Yep,
signs that
yep,
have
yep,
like,
yep.
and
What'd it
there's
say?
usually 2 pages, right?
5 minutes.
It's usually
till
2
I-4.
pages. Maybe there's 3 pages. It says like, it'll always cut itself off, and then the next page finishes the sentence, and then it. So
Yep.
yeah, you're gonna say yes,
Yes.
Ryan? Talking about
depending-
Houston, Texas.
I mean, by his reaction, I'm going to go yes, too.
Yeah, that's correct. There was a Houston sign in construction zone that read, "Due to bad weather, ... and then somebody hacked in and just wrote, "Go fuck yourself."
Oh, did you see those hackers?
And they to that point, these guys, these hackers
Well,
are,
I read a little
They
bit.
got into the
No,
resorts.
let me tell you something real quick. No, we'll get into that next episode because there's more to come on that with the
next week,
MGM.
next
Yeah.
week, next week.
Well, they got the money out of Caesar's Palace that they wanted,
Locked
and
them
then
down.
MGM is still deciding if they're going to do it, and they're losing money by the fucking day. And we'll get into that next week. Yeah. So what happened is you can go in and like if you have a special key, it takes a key to get into that lockbox, so you can kind of reprogram it. But certain hackers have a way around that, and somebody
I'm
figured
sure
it out.
digitally on the computer.
Yeah, somebody figured it out, and it just says, "Due to bad weather, ...
fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself." Next page. And
Well,
if I was
I guess
driving
I'll
down
go
the
fuck
fucking
myself. I
highway,
don't know.
if I was driving down
If
the
a
highway,
hurricane is bearing down on your house, get in the safest room, put your head between
So,
your
yeah.
legs, and kiss your ass goodbye.
that one's correct. In experimental surgery, a New York woman has had her hand replaced by a recently deceased hand.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
You think you could do that?
Dude, they're growing embryos, bro.
But
Like,
I mean,
they're
you're talking about
growing
like a
kids.
hand that's like been dead for like maybe 16,
No,
18.
no,
not yet.
Recently deceased, coming in on an accident, dead.
In
But
New
flying
York,
it over with a helicopter on an ice box, probably, right? In a
Well,
cooler.
no,
in a cooler.
no. I'm saying,
Right?
No, you're
I'm
trying to
saying
throw
if
us off.
if she's in a hospital and they just bring a body in that's not going to make it that quick.
Yeah.
And they're not going to do it in the U.S. yet.
No, if that hand is...
What if it was like a man's hand, though, and then every time she jerked you off for the rest of your life, you're just like, oh, that's kind of lackluster.
Why did you even go
Okay,
there?
I'm just
so this
saying,
is
I mean,
definitely
like-
a false story because now you're going into
All
some
right, yeah,
weird
you're right.
shit.
You're right.
So do you want a man's hand to jerk you off? Is that what you're saying right now? I
No,
don't
it's
Is that what
I
you're
was
saying? Is that
Trying
what
to
you're
get funny
saying,
with it.
Frank?
All right, don't get fucking too technical on me. Jesus Christ.
Here's a couch.
All right,
Lay
next
down.
3 headlines left for you guys tonight before we get out of here. Pennsylvania man goes to 777 movies in one single year.
No.
I think I saw this
On your smart news?
on my smart news on my tablet.
That's a lot.
770. I mean, think about that. I mean, how many
How old is
fucking...
the guy?
I don't remember.
He must be not
I
have
don't-
nothing
you
to
know.
do.
You're gonna say no?
You know,
No.
Mark Cuban bought a fucking $250,000
Dad's gonna say
ticket
no.
for
No way
Just
to
think
see.
of the cost of that.
Well, that's
Listen,
probably 3-day matinees on Saturdays, man.
I know, but still think
You know,
how many would
20
770
grand?
movies
divided by 365, so you're basically watching
25
movies
grand?
a day.
Well,
or
and how
3
much?
movies
How
and
much
taking
per
a day
movie
off.
does it cost you? Do you
Wow,
get-
they,
I mean,
You
unless-
probably get like
Pennsylvania,
reward points,
Pennsylvania, man. So a little bit cheaper than here, and definitely cheaper than New York.
and for every 7 movie with reward points, you're probably seeing a free movie.
Well, he probably
No.
motherfucker probably eats and drinks for free.
exactly with reward points.
What are you gonna say?
Nope.
Real or fake?
Nope.
Dad's gonna say no
Nope.
way.
Nope.
777
I'm gonna
movies.
say fake.
You guys are both wrong because that is correct. Yep. He did it over.
Also,
some
what is he
days, like I
watching?
said, some days he would fucking double up, triple up, quadruple up. You know, spend the whole fucking. Like I said earlier, when I do my dry out, when I lay in the dark in my bedroom for fucking 4 movies straight, and I sit under the covers, same deal,
Yeah,
same
but-
difference.
He had to have watched a lot of the movies at the same time.
And a lot of
Especially
those
with
movies
COVID,
suck.
dude.
A
Like
lot
there
of those
wasn't a
movies
lot of
suck.
bangers coming out in the past 2 years.
A lot of those movies sucked, man. All right, well that one's correct either way, so that one's correct.
He's probably trying to set a record.
Well, duh, he did. 777 movies in 1 year. That's your fucking record, Adam. You want to get out there and do it? Do it.
Yeah, do something with your life.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, CPO. Do something.
I'm tired of just
Tired
having
of
a
your
middle
shit.
brother that doesn't do
All
anything
right, 2
with his
headlines
life.
left for you. Beyonce fan goes into labor during California
Yes.
concert.
Yes.
Dad knew that way too quick.
Dad
Yeah.
delivered the
Yep.
baby, obviously.
He was there. Yeah, in California. He went out to Cali for a couple days and he delivered that baby.
He's like, "Who the fuck are you? I'm Jay-Z." Oh,
All
you
right,
shouldn't see the
last
baby.
and final headline, real or fake? Jimmy Buffett's head cryogenically frozen and stored with Nixon's and Disney's.
ooh. And then they said Ron DeSantis third. He'll be in the head Hall of Fame.
Now,
got
when
like
my
a little
head
cast?
when my head finally detaches from my body, I'm definitely gonna get it cryogenically frozen.
And I
Because
want it with Walt Disney
and Nixon,
and Richard Nixon and
Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett.
And
Because Jimmy Buffett is a staple. I can't do him yet. I gotta listen to him.
dude,
Well-
I can't do
Well,
Ron DeSantis.
Jimmy Buffett's like
We'll
us.
get there.
He doesn't.
We'll get
Jimmy
there.
Buffett doesn't have an accent.
So real or fake? What do we think?
No, I heard that they are gonna
What do you
chop
think?
up Jimmy Buffett's head and use him as garnish for his margaritas.
You guys did very well. Yeah, that was headlines. Real or fake? Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Can we
Lot of-
can we circle back to the hand job?
I'm just saying, man. I mean, like, fuck. I mean, we're gonna be out here doing it. You know what I mean? Like, and
We're
you're gonna-
doing hand jobs. out
Well, I'm
here.
just saying, I don't want my wife's hand to be replaced by some dude's hand.
No,
Then it's
exactly.
just gonna be gruff and
we
rough.
are not doing hand jobs.
And what kind of profession does the dude hold? If the dude's like a carpenter, that's some rough HJs from here on out, my man.
Some rough stuff, guys.
What if he's a guitar player and I'm not used to the fucking calluses? Well, I am used to the
What if
calluses.
he- well,
Never
you-
mind. My calluses are on my left hand.
So would you
Anyway.
rather a construction worker or a
or an
hibachi
Indian
grill
or a cop?
cook?
What about a policeman or an Indian or a construction worker or well, now we're just listing members of the fucking. Now we're just listing members.
Do we
of
have
the,
a wedding that we need to go to and do something real quick too?
We'll figure it out. We'll
Young
figure it out.
man.
You don't need to be down.
I said, young man.
All right, and then for all of you out there in listener land who are with us tonight, apparently Ryan said today, now this will be Monday when you guys get this, but apparently Ryan said there's a new Shane Gillis that dropped on Netflix. So we're going to get the fuck out of here. We're going to go watch that.
We're going to put that on.
And make sure you watch it too so we can maybe joke about it a little bit next week. What do you say, boys?
See you next week.
Let's
all right,
do
we love
it.
you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love you. They call us the Breeze, Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Good night, everybody. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Go watch those cute cat videos. Now you're on YouTube. Is that what it is?
Bye, baby.